Maybe you hired the wrong person. Maybe you invested in something that didn't pay off. Maybe you spent so much time and money to launch a product that didn't sell. Those experiences can be pretty painful, but I want you to know that it wasn't for nothing, that you learned from it, right? This is how your mistakes, the price you pay for them, it's kind of like tuition. Naturally, you're gonna make mistakes in your business, but with the right mindset, you're gonna grow from them. Yes, they're frustrating. Yes, we need a moment to reset and feel those feelings and process what happened. That's exactly how you're gonna fight through the resistance and be able to grow from it. But in the moment, it can feel pretty defeating. But I'm gonna show you how to get through it so that you can grow through it. Think of the biggest mistake you've ever made in your business. And you might think of what that cost you financially, time-wise. It can be pretty frustrating. But here's the thing. If we didn't have all these amazing leaders and people to learn from, that we learn from their mistakes, how would we ever grow? Most of the time, the biggest solutions, the biggest innovations come from people learning from a problem that they needed to solve. I look to my mentors who teach me about business, who teach me about hiring and being a leader. And how did they become those experts in what they do? Because they had to grow from it, because they made so many mistakes that they learned from to now position them where they are today. I know that for me, being a leader, being a great business person is a priority for me. And the way that I do that is by doing every single day, by growing, by experiencing. And no doubt when you're experiencing those things, you're gonna have high highs and low lows along the way. Okay, do you have that experience in your mind? You've captured it, you think of the biggest mistake or setback that you've had. What is it? Okay, so I want you to think of that. Now, imagine your future self, the person that you see yourself being, somehow appearing right in front of you and saying, hey, name, I got you. I'm gonna give you some advice to help you get through this. If you could tap into that future self of who you want to be and have the conversation now to help you be that now. So let's say the future you is a millionaire, is successful, has a huge audience of people, and you know that that person has made it through this struggle. What would they say to you? You know how when we give advice to a friend, it's so much easier on the outside looking in to tell them what they might do. I want you to do that exact same thing with yourself, but imagine that it's your future self, the one that has already progressed, who's gotten through this, who might be 10 years into the future. What do they look like? Who are they? What have they done to get them to where they are now? And who did they have to be to get there? Did they have to be committed? Did they have to be reliable? Did they have to be intelligent? Who do they have to be that you can tap into right now to learn from that experience? And although it may seem daunting, that there were a lot of things that might have been really challenging, tricky, or even really upsetting, what can you take from this to learn from? So for example, I can give you an experience of mine. I used to think that to be a successful business owner, I would take on any client that wanted to work with me. I wanted to serve everyone. And I took on a client who wasn't in alignment with my own beliefs. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it was just that I couldn't stand behind the product he had. He had a product that to me felt manipulative, felt not in alignment with my values of family and monogamous relationships. And I wanted to be able to serve this person. And he came to me with these beliefs and these struggles with, I want to be better. I want to be the kind of product that moms and sisters can tell their friends, their brothers and their sons about. And so it sounded like he wanted to change his messaging, which is one of my specialties. I tried to help him along the way, but as we kept going further and further into our time working together, it became more and more clear that he didn't want to change, that he wanted to keep putting out this product, which to me was not in alignment with my values. This was an experience that I learned from that helped set the foundation for everything in my business moving forward, that we only work with purpose-driven, mission-driven, impact-driven businesses, people who have the same or similar values to me. And that was really what set the tone and the foundation for everything moving forward. And we now attract those people because we put out in our messaging that it's very clear to us that that's what we do and that's who we are. Instead of just saying, I'll take anyone, and attracting people who may feel sleazy or may feel manipulative. So when you can get very clear on that and be able to learn from those experiences and then implement them moving forward. So whether you made a mistake that cost you financially or cost you a lot of time, take away what you learned from it that could save you so much time and give you the shortcuts in the future. Because there is no doubt that you can take something valuable from every single experience, no matter how painful it might be. Mistakes are tuition. If you too are an impact-driven entrepreneur who wants to be the thought leader in your space, who's committed to learning and growing from your experiences and then serving others from it, I want you to click the link below and download my Thought Leader Handbook, and then join my Entrepreneur on Purpose Facebook group, where there are so many entrepreneurs just like you who you can be in a community with. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you'd like to hit the thumbs up, comment below, and of course subscribe for more future videos.